Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do to start this video is change away from background music from Video Station, because apparently it's also by Radio Jungle, or Audio Jungle, the same group we're listening to on the last video, and they keep repeating their damn name in the song, and it's really bugging the hell out of me. So let's go to Groove Den and see what the Groove Den does for us. Hopefully it is not an Audio Jungle subsidiary. No, instead it's going to say GrooveDen.com. If it keeps saying that, though, I might just have to give up on music. Anywho, welcome to episode... Let's see, what are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We are on episode 5. Learn to count with Blaster Toad. Where we're going to make the kill floor... Or, yeah, let's just keep calling it the kill floor. So we are going to, yet again, make a zone. So we're going to not make a new folder. We're going to make a new class of actor within our zones folder. We're going to call this zone underscore kill floor. Okay, and the reason we aren't just having this as kill, because we might just want a kill zone elsewhere. So we'll keep that name for that. But yeah, this music is, bugging me. Sorry. At GrooveDen.com. At GrooveDen.com. At GrooveDen.com. If you would stop advertising yourself, that would be great. Okay. And I'm back. Okay, so we're going to call this Kill Floor because it's a little bit more descriptive of what it actually is. And now we're listening to best royalty-free audio on SoundCloud. Yep, change the music station again. Okay. Are they saying their name as well? No, it just seems like random quiet words. I was like, oh, are they doing it as well? No, okay. So we're going to open up Zone Kill Floor. And we are going to add a box collision. Woo! Go figure. What we are going to do with this box collision, though, which we haven't done with the rest, is we are going to hit R on our keyboards to scale it out. Make it a little bit bigger. Okay, look at that. It's a little bit bigger. Okay. And then, instead of deleting all of this like we usually do, we are going to delete the middle one, and we're going to keep begin play, and we're going to keep event tick. So off our begin play, we are going to do nothing yet. We're going to actually right click underneath it and say get controller. Get player controller. And then on, where is get controlled pawn? That is what I'm looking for. So what this is going to do is the player controller is actually a class we're not dealing with yet, but what it is what actually takes our input. Okay? And then from the class that takes our input, we're going to get the pawn, or the actor that we're pushing around on screen, which happens to be our pawn underscore character. Okay? We're then going to right click on that and promote to variable, and we're going to name this variable character. Perfect. And now it's whispering preview in my ear. Seriously, how are you supposed to use any of this music if they're like, download our royalty-free music? If, you know, you can't use it anywhere. Because they've put their crap in it all over the place. So we're going to listen to Alumo, I guess, now. There we go. And we're going to give him a try instead. Okay. So we're saving a reference to our character. Then, on event tick, we want to pull our character back out onto the board. We're going to get character. We're going to get location. Get actor location. And then off here, we want to pull and we want to set actor location. Set actor world location. Where is set actor location? Yep, just actor location. Okay, and we could put this right into here. There is an issue with that, however, is that now this is going to be floating in the middle of our character. So we don't want to do that. What we do want to do is right-click on this pin and split, and right-click on this pin and hit split. And we're going to bring in the X, and we're going to bring in the Y. But the Z, the up and down, we're not going to touch. Okay? And we're actually going to set that at negative 500. Okay? So it'll move around under our character, but always be at negative 500 to be the floor. So 5 meters under 0. And you're going to pull all this together. Make it all nice and tidy. So we're going to call this, so hit C to comment, save ref or reference of or to character, save reference of character, and then here we are going to hit C again to comment, align to character X, Y. Okay, so we're gonna move the kill floor to the X and Y coordinates of the character, ignoring the Z coordinate. Now, why did I make a box collision if I'm not going to use any of its fancy stuff? Well, as soon as I move all this around, we're going to go back to something very familiar and hit box, and on component begin overlap. Yay, our old friend. And we're going to do the same thing as always. The other actor, we're going to cast to pawn underscore character. And if that is true, we are going to test this first by hitting print. And you is kill in the worst English we can to make an homage to old Asian video games as they came over being poorly translated. And our kill floor, we are going to then put wherever the hell we want, actually, because it doesn't really matter. What we are going to do, though, is on our box, we're going to click it up here, not down here. On our box, if we click it up here, and we scroll down to rendering, I want to uncheck hidden in game. We actually want to see how this one moves around. And now if we play, we can see down at the bottom of the screen, there is that box there. And it's going to move around with us. And if we fall through the box, and it says in the corner, you is kill. Yay! So, what we're going to do from here is get game mode, cast to game mode underscore run, and straighten this all up. And then from there, we are going to fail. Or trigger the event fail anyway. And then we want to go to our box and set hidden in game back to true. Hidden in game, we want to click that again. Because now that we know it's working, we want that to happen. And then here, we will hit C, and then we want to say trigger fail in game mode. Okay, so this was set up back in episode 2, the win zone or win condition episode. So if you don't have a event fail, you can either rewatch that episode or, well, I guess you should rewatch that episode because then you wouldn't have a game mode if you haven't watched it. Otherwise, you can go to your game mode that you have set up and just create an event for death or fail or whatever you want to call it. So our kill floor is going to do fail. Okay. So when we fail, what should we do? For now, actually, we are just going to continue to print string, and we're going to print string dead. That's it. We're going to leave it really simple, and the reason we're going to leave it really simple is that in our next episode, we're going to be dealing with making a user interface. And with that user interface, we will then be setting up our kind of death and win and restart and all those fun buttons and notifications and that stuff we're going to set up at that point in time. So, that's it for this episode. We'll do our quick run through again as always. So what we've done today is we've made the kill floor component. And what the kill floor component does is when the player falls through it, then the game is ended or whatever have you gets triggered on the game mode. Okay? This here is made up of, and if we go to it, nope, that is the wrong zone. Zone kill floor. When it starts, it gets a reference to the player. Then every frame of the game, every time the game ticks, so a tick, actually I guess I should explain this now that we've used it a couple times. Tick is every frame of the game. So if you're running at 60 frames per second, you're going to have 60 ticks per second, and so on and so forth. So every tick, the kill floor here moves to, so it sets its location to that of the character, but stays at a constant Z value, so stays at a constant up and down value. Then, when a player falls through the kill floor, we get the game mode and tell it to trigger the fail event, which will in the future pop up a fail UI. So that's coming for next episode. I hope you enjoyed this. Again, please, if you are liking the videos, please leave a like. It lets me know that it's worth my time to keep on going. If this just isn't for you, please feel free to leave a dislike. If you're leaving a dislike, I would highly, highly appreciate it if you let me know why I am just not up to your standards in the comments below. I do invite any constructive criticism that you can provide for me. So, this is Blaster Toad signing off for now. Thank you again for watching, and we'll see you next time when we start to build our UI.